Hello everyone, my name's Zenitsu, and I'm back with another Digimon video. So today is going to be more of a gameplay focused video, highlighting the Hawkmon deck that I've been messing around with. It's not necessarily your most conventional Hawkmon deck, considering, well, a lot of what Hawkmon players end up using is some of the Gatomon cards, and then they play sometimes some of the bird stuff, and I'm just like, look, let's just skip all of the fluff and filler, because the one thing that I realized when building the deck that way is it really doesn't have a good supporting level 6 Digimon, so I'm mostly just relying on Valkyrymon Ace to do a lot of the heavy lifting on top of the Sylphimon. And then I also know that in a more traditional style deck, they're also going to want to use Dino Beamon because it's an on-color DNA Digivolve that can work with Gatomon because Gatomon's part purple, and that also gives you access to more partition and doing some other things. But I just decided to focus the build more so on incorporating Magnamon X Antibody because this card is just that insane, and then I was taking a look at just how to actually make him usable, and it seems like as long as I just have Armor Form Digimon in my inheritables, it doesn't really matter on how I get up into Magnamon X Antibody because its ability will always be useful. And that's kind of what I'm trying to highlight here, is the fact that I actually do have lots of Armor Form Digimon that I'm going to be using, mostly Lynxmon and Harpymon. They're both in color and doing some very powerful and on-theme things for what the deck is going to be doing. Yes, I know that Lynxmon is a little bit more expensive because it wants Gatomon, but that kind of doesn't matter when we do have some ways to be able to make the deck a little bit more memory efficient to incorporate and utilize this card, and his ability actually does matter in certain matchups and situations. On top of the fact that I'm going to be utilizing Chimeramon, because I think that Chimeramon is a very, very underrated card, especially with Partition, because he can add either an Armor Form underneath in case I don't have one, or he could add a partition underneath in case I don't have that either, to be able to basically have extra copies of partition. The DP minus is really good. The increased DP means that he could be a really strong level 5 Digimon that I want to swing and can feel comfortable with swinging before I go into a Magnamon X Antibody. So that's kind of just the core focus of the deck, is just trying to utilize Valkyrymon and Magnamon X Antibody with the tools that Hawkmon has available to him. So let's just dive into some gameplay to kind of see how this deck is functioning. Let's see, I got a Searcher, I got my best raising play. I think this hand's okay to keep, because I have my level 5 and a level 4, so I'm just missing ideally a level 6 and another level 4. So that's not too bad. So I'll probably start off with Hawk in back, and then I could hard play a Hawk, but I'm also thinking about just playing the Tamer so that way I could play a Hawk for free next turn. It does give him more to start, but there's not really a whole lot that they can do other than do their setup, so I don't feel too bad about that. I don't think this matchup is that bad. I do have lots of tools to like DP reduce their Digimon. They don't have protection against it, so I should be fine. And especially if I get up into a Magna X, then I'd be in a good spot. So, like I said, they're just going to be starting their setup. So, they are going to choke me, but that doesn't really matter too much. I found another level 5. I'm going to hold this back. Even though I would be able to gain a memory off of playing the Hawkmon, I think I just care about searching more. So let's try to find our pieces. So I found another level 5 and I found a level 4. I'm going to take the level 4. And then I'm actually going to Digivolve in Raising, even though I do lose that memory, gain potential. It's just a good choking tool, because this is going to go back to my hand anyway. I'm going to play one for free, and then I'm basically all set to DNA. And I'm probably going to end up going into Sylphie unless he plays too many things out. Then I'm going to swap gears and go to Chimera, because Sylphie will still be able to delete a lot. And right now he doesn't have the DP boost on the field or in the inherit, and 2 of them went to the bottom, so it is going to be easier for Sylphie to clean up at least 2 bodies. Then the inheritable off of my egg can clean up another body, so it doesn't seem like it's that bad. He completely whiffs. Oof. Big oof. So he lost his Death X. That's pretty huge. And he lost a Mirage Gao. So he is going to kill my Hawkmon, which is fine because I have 2 more in my hand. That's not that big of a deal. And if he didn't, then it just goes back into my hand anyway. So I'm basically good to go to wipe his Digimon out. So I'm going to use this ability. I'm actually going to not... Well, I could search. Yeah, I'll just use the search. Even though I don't get recursive search. Because I lost the other one. If I find another searcher, that's fine. Sylphie, whatever. Not exactly the best. Because I don't really need it right now. But I basically just go... I could swing. But that seems like a huge risk. Let's just go for 2 into here. I won't use that just yet. Yeah, so all I have is Hawk in here, so I am just going to DNA. Another level 5? That's not what I need. So I'll just gain the memory. And minus 7k. Delete. And not use that. And just start swinging into security. Because a lot of his potential threats are milled. So the chances of my Digimon being fine should be high enough to make this comfortable. Training. And then just play another Hawk. This is probably where I shouldn't have searched, but if I didn't search, then I wouldn't have been able to... Like, I would eventually hit those cards. But maybe that wasn't that bad of a thing. So now he's back to rebuilding, and I have to... Ideally, I really need to get into a level 6. So if I draw, like, a Magnet X out of security, that's fine. I'll gain a memory just for playing the Hawk because I have a Hawk on the field. So I'm already pretty memory efficient at this point. Yeah, he's just going to DCD bomb. That triggers my armor purge. Doesn't it? So he gets to return stuff to the top. So he's just figuring out what he's returning. Because, I mean, if I draw another level 4, then I just re-DNA. Oh, no, he's just deleting that. Okay. That's a pretty good draw. I won't use it because I'm not searching, so there's no real reason for me to. Lynx. I could Lynx and choke him to 1. Kill his Digimon, and then what would he... I would leave my Digimon vulnerable if I swung. There's, like, no real reason for me to swing. So I could either Aquila or Lynx here. So I think I'd rather just Aquila. I could still put him to 1 with Aquila. Because Lynx actually has some value. And this way, if he doesn't set up a blocker, I could be real aggressive next turn. So I'll just Aquila, put him to 1. Because I do want to try to leave Harpy protected for the most part. Because he could make a training play, because this is the DP boost. I don't think any of his level 4s are naturally strong enough, so maybe I could have ended up swinging, but I just don't feel like I really needed to. So he's gonna move out. He has to make a training play. Because what's his other option? Another DCD bomb? I mean, that would kill my Digimon because he de-digivolves and then he would kill it. So that would be kind of unfortunate. So he's going to Digivolve for free. And then Digivolve again. Because right now, I'm probably in a position where I would want a Chimera because I do have a Sylphie in my trash, so that gives Chimera the partition. Which also is pretty good because it puts a Sylphimon into my inheritables. So this is probably the best thing I could have had him do. He's probably going to take the Tamer. Oh no, he's taking the Digimon. Okay. His Digimon's just dead then. So I do get to raise this out. I am going to use this because I need to start digging, at least for a level 6. This is the wrong one to dig for a level 6, which sucks because I'm missing out on a Magna X. Because a Magna X here probably would have been game winning. It would have put me so far ahead. So now I just swing with this. I could suspend a Digimon, which it really just doesn't matter because both of his Digimon are going to get deleted anyway. Nume, that's fine. I don't care because now I just Chimera here. Okay, so I found the Magna X anyway. So I get to gain a memory. And then I'm going to do the DP reduce target on the bigger body. So that way I could add the Sylphie underneath and then minus 4k here and there. So he could try to protect it, but it literally would just kill both Digimon for free. So he's just better off letting it go. Oh, he just killed both for me anyway. I mean, they were both going to die anyway because I have the Poromon. So it's not like that would have changed anything. So I could realistically swing with this. Hope my Digimon doesn't die to security. I do have lots of garbage targets. Oh, do I have... Oh, okay, I do have a Harpy. So I do unfortunately like lose all of these, but it's not like it matters. It just is forcing me to go through all of these because there are mandatory triggers. 1k, that's fine. And then I just end on Digivolving into an X antibody and put him to 1, choke him, and pass turn. With a Digimon he can't do anything about, and then I do have the Hawk that I can constantly replay to dig out whatever I feel like I need. So I'm in a pretty commanding position at this point. So as long as I'm able to just literally hit his security, I'm fine. Like, I think I just automatically win this because there's nothing he could realistically do about Magnamon X Antibody at this point with his current setup. He has no back row. Yeah, he just quit. So, pretty good first showing. It just goes to show, once you get into like a Magnamon X, it kind of just doesn't matter in certain decks. You just win the game. So, this isn't that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. I am going first, so I could reasonably Hawk into Aquila and then set up a Tamer and see where my draws go. So I'm going to keep it, even though this is a pretty greedy hand, because I am relying basically on my card draws to be able to get me out of the brick situation, because after my literal turn 1... Oh. Unexpected, but... Okay. So maybe they were just had a bricked hand. So this is the same type of hand as last time. I'm going second, which makes this hand even worse because I don't have any follow-up to actually use the Geo. So I'm gonna mulligan, and this is a little bit better. I do have a better raising play, and then I do have offense to at least try to dig for something. So I still have digging potential because I could Hawk Aquila offense, and that's not that bad. Dark Knight, interesting. All right. So does this change my play at all? So I could Digivolve here, analog. So I could just be hyper greedy, put him to 2, and just kill his Digimon. That's probably fine. The Geogray's a good find, because the Geogray can help set up a tamer if there's one in my security for free. So he's going to Digicross, and then that's what, going to kill my Digimon? Oh, it's just de-Digivolving it. Oh, and it'll kill it. Okay. So, de-Digivolve, and then kill. So, that was a little unfortunate. 8k, I'm at 2. So I can't exactly use links, so I'll just end my breeding. And then I think I literally just set up analog and training. I found a hero. Fire Rocket's not bad either, just to try to apply pressure. But I think I just want the guarantee hero in case I'm unable to use Geo, or if Geo finds the other tamer, then that's pretty good. And then what am I looking for? Probably, at this point, the Hawk's really good because I could search. But the Sylphimon's also pretty valuable. But if Sylphimon's in my trash, if I find a Chimera, it's not that bad. But I think at this point, I think I do just have to take the Hawk. Unfortunately, because I do just need the search power. It's not like this is actually going to be like a threat. Especially without the Nene. So another training. That's good for me. Okay. So he set up a tamer so he could DNA. So I'm still going to leave this. Yeah, I'm just going to leave this. And I'll just set up a tamer. Bide my time. Draw a little bit more. Because he's not really putting any pressure on me at all. And it looks like he doesn't have a whole lot of cards in his hand to be able to back up whatever I would be doing. So I'm just going to use this time to get basically some free setup and just hope he gives me a little bit more memory. I mean, I have the hero, so I'm not going to get memory choked to 2 or anything anymore. So there's the Nene to give his Digimon blocker. He's going to search. So he's probably going to take this promo Skull Knight. Oh no, he took the Deadly Axe. Okay. So I have another Hawk. So I am going to raise out because that's going to make this play more efficient. Because I get a gain of memory and dig. I found a level 5. And then I also got my tamer. So I could reasonably DNA at this point. So the big question is, which one do I go into? I think I just go Geogray into maybe... I can't really links, so I'll just I have to go Geogray into Harp. Found the Aquila. That's... I have another hero, so that's fine. I have DP for days. I already have one Suspend, so I really don't feel like I need another one. So I am going to have to use this to Digivolve you into a Harp. Ooh, Chimera's pretty good. I do have the Sylph, but I do just want to kill his Digimon. And then I'll be able to kill any residuals. So the Chimera I'll just hold in my back pocket, and I'll just DNA here. Because this will at least kill this body, which will force him to do stuff. Because now I could swing and basically kill another body. Because I do have... this just deletes. Okay. So I don't think I have anything that's going to be DP reducing anything. Yeah, I don't have any more DP reduction, which is unfortunate. Because that means this gets to stick around. I mean, I could just Valk here, but I feel like that's a pretty bad Valk. Oh, I do have this effect to just delete his Digimon. And then let's just make my attack as safe as possible, because there's no real reason not to. Okay, that's fine. And then I don't really have a good way to end the turn. I could just burn a Fire Rocket. Because if I could just control the field, I don't exactly need the damage. So... let's just burn the Fire Rocket. Okay, so he's just playing with a whole lot of aces. So if I can make those aces as useless as possible, then I should be in a good spot. So unfortunately this kind of blocks my raising because I have to reuse my Digimon. I can't suspend his Digimon. So this is probably a DNA turn. Like, I have to DNA this turn, so I might as well. Okay, that's good. Because at least now I have something I can throw in my raising area. That's the better card to throw in my raising area. So I could swing, suspend his Digimon so he can't block. And then just kill his Digimon. 7, jamming. Oh, shoot. That's unfortunate. I just goofed. Yeah, because I could just hard play. It gives him a lot of memory, but I literally could just hard play the links to reset up DNA. I don't think I'll be able to kill any of his Digimon, though, but it does get rid of the body. Oh, wait, no, it might not. I'm gonna throw Partition underneath. And then, unfortunately, that's gonna -4 and not kill his Digimon. So, he does have a lot of memory to work with, but I do have Partition. And I put Armor on top in case he does de-Digivolve. So I am trying to play around de-Digivolve. One, two. Okay. I guess he's just trying to make my life harder. So I don't have armor form, so when I DNA, I could shove armor form back in. So let's go ahead and Digivolve up here. I don't have anything to delete, but I can still suspend his Digimon and just bypass his defenses. It doesn't seem like he has an ace in hand. So he's just like an annoying de-Digivolve deck, it seems like. I'm gonna check to see. Yeah, I need to put armor form in. So I'm just gonna throw the Lynx in because Lynx at least has no, actually probably Harpy is better in case I ever get to that point. So that's gonna make his Digimon weaker. I could swing and beat it up, but I really don't care. He already told me that he doesn't have an ace. So let's just do all these triggers because I have to. God, I have a lot of just garbage triggers that I'm forced to use. And then I'll just probably pass the turn by playing a Hawk. So he obviously is just like hyper bricked up. He also has like no real cards in his hand, so that's why he's playing slow. There was finally a 12k. And then let's just go ahead, because I could set up the Yo Lee, but he kind of is saying that I don't really have a whole lot of removal or responses. So the Yoli's probably the smarter play, but just to try to give him as little memory as possible, I'm just gonna Hawk. Like, if he gets rid of the Hawk, he gets rid of the Hawk. So I did find another DNA, which is exactly what I need, because he's de-Digivolving my Digimon, and I kind of need to keep a DNA up. No. So his Digimon's at least 4,000, so it's weaker. He goes to 3 versus the 4. And is there reasonably anything he could kind of do? Because he should know I have a Valk Ace in my hand. So he reasonably can't swing. He doesn't have a level 6, which he's very clearly told me. Because a lot of them are probably in his trash at this point. Because he's got 1, 2... He's got at least 2 in here. Because I don't think I care about his Digimon because literally I just swing and suspend his Digimon. So I bypass his defenses. So what does he do in this situation? He would probably need to Digicross, de-Digivolve my Digimon. Would he be able to beat this up? I mean, we could trade. So trading is at least something. because he gets to keep a body because of his ability. So he's just gonna hard play this and Digicross. What does this do? Oh, he's just digging. Okay. So he's using this to dig. Dig unsuccessful. But he does delete my Hawk, which is fine. I don't care. Because I just have a Valk play if I really need to do anything. I could suspend both of his Digimon down because I have 3 Aquilamon in my inheritables. So he has to set up... I mean, I have enough to just swing and get rid of all of his defense. So, for formality's sake, let's just Digivolve into Hawk. And then swing for game. Suspend. Yeah, unfortunately that's not a Twilight, so it doesn't have the blocker ability. But even if it did, then I'm just going to suspend it. Yeah. So I just suspend his field and then make the direct attack. So, pretty easy. And then I just left up a powerful Chimera to ace whenever he tried to make a swing. And if he did, then all of the bodies that he would be playing by the effects should be dying. So, not that bad. Even though I didn't see Magnamon X. Magnamon X would have made my life easier just because it would have been immune to stuff. So, I don't know what I'm facing, but I do have a Searcher, and then I have Digimon Emperor and 2... I think I could keep this, because I could at least Hawk and Search, and then Digimon Emperor to buy me an extra turn. I do have 2 DNAs in my hand, so I just reasonably am looking for level 4s and level 6s. So I am going first. So I think reasonably I just Digivolve into Hawk and then set up a Digimon Emperor. Is that the play? Because I could hard play Hawk, hope this Hawk doesn't die, and do some digging. So let's just go ahead and do that, because on a more passive turn, I could Digimon Emperor. I found nothing, which is unfortunate. And I even passed up on a hero, so that's going to make my DP a little bit worse. So maybe it was better to Digimon Emperor, but based on that, I think I was going to draw the hero, so a lot of those Hawks were going to go to the bottom anyway. So this just lets me see what I want faster, even though I whiffed on the search. So this looks like it's a Numemon. Yeah. So if I literally don't move fast enough, then I could just actually get bodied. Because he has the Nume X, and then he's probably going to Monzai here, just to kill my Digimon. And then set up the potential for a Monzai X next turn. Oh, Ukamon. Okay. So, unfortunately, he left me at 1, so Digimon Emperor isn't as great. But it could actually help me with some card draw, if he decides to swing. He did start with Toko, so that wasn't that great. I am not 2-color. I don't have a level 4, so I literally just have to Digimon Emperor and pass. So, not the greatest, but Digimon Emperor, if his Digimon die, can still grant me a card draw to try to see a level 4. He found some Floodgates. I don't think his Floodgates matter, but he's obviously going to take the Valk, because Valk is just too good to not want. The Nume at least was a potential card that he could have done. So I am limiting the memory that he has on his turn because of Digimon Emperor. So this is like one of the few matchups that Digimon Emperor really matters in. Because even if I put, like, unfortunately, Ukamon is just still kind of good enough to play around Digimon Emperor. It just means he has less memory to work with. God dang it. So he's gonna discard another Platinum and draw 2. And end his turn there. So I do have this Hawk. So I still can't really do anything. I don't have any Digivolutions, and I don't have any card draws. Because, like, what? I raise this out, I swing into security. Banzai. And I don't have a play. Like, this is the few times where, like, not seeing any rookies, especially the searching rookies, really hurts. And he's not giving me card draw with Digimon Emperor because he's not wildly swinging. So he is probably going to make a Manzai X turn here. Because he should have plenty of cards to just Manzai X and do whatever he wants. So even though I took away 2 memory, he could X Antibody, Manzai X. Yeah, that's what I thought. Killed my Digimon, so I should have just swung. He's doing it on there. Interesting. And I have 0 removal. So probably making this raising play was a big mistake. Knowing that he was probably just going to kill me. So this is literally just the deck. Sometimes when it bricks up, it just doesn't really function like most decks when they brick up. Like, depending on what he hits in my security, I could still reasonably make a comeback. Because if he hits a Yoli and I'm magically able to find enough Digimon, then I could still, like, make a DNA play possible. I just literally didn't have the ability to draw cards, which is the big problem. So that's a good one. So I guess I'm forced to take the Harpy, because that Hawkmon doesn't search. And part of the problem was the fact that I didn't see any level 4s. So now he basically says I have lethal next turn, and he put me to 1, so I literally don't have the ability to respond. Because I unfortunately needed this to be a Lynx to maybe have something. Maybe. I could Aquila kill something and see if he has the lethal. Because, like, that's all I'm reasonably can do at this point. Just Aquila, kill off the Ukamon that's allowing him to draw more cards and stop him from gaining a memory. This isn't great, but it's, like, literally the only thing I can do. And he still has lethal because he still has 5 attacks. And I have 0 cards in my security that are actually going to be able to kill any of his Digimon. So unless he makes a blocker and hits a Fire Rocket, that's, like, the only way that I don't lose here. So I'm just going to concede because he has it. Like, he literally has to do nothing. And it's unfortunate when the deck bricks up, but that's most decks, is they sometimes just brick up. This is an easy mulligan. At least I have a Hawkmon and a Searcher, so that way I can still make plays. I don't have to dig out my Magnamon and my Chimera, so that's pretty good. It sucks that I'm going first. Lynx is fine, because I could Lynx next turn. Ooh. I really kind of just want the Geogray. Like, having the Sylph in my trash isn't bad because of Chimera, and this means that I could, like, raise out Geogray, try to play a Tamer from my security. Just making sure that I have the ability to DNA is better than sometimes having the DNA to begin with. So, this is a Lugamon deck. So, I am going to raise out, and then I think I do just Lynx here. Just to be able to kill the body. Because he's thinking I might not be able to kill it. And surprise, I can. And now I have Raid, so if he plays anything small, then I just kill it for free. Next turn I could Hawk it in raising, then raise it out Geogray and start DNAing. Which is pretty good. So he will be able to go to 3 memory when he moves his Digimon out if he has the AG. But I'm banking on him not having the AG. At least not at this stage. So that's pretty bad because I literally just kill it for free. So now I just make this raising play. Ooh, a Searcher. That's really good. So now I attack. I just kill it for free, and then I could still check the security. 12. Use Armor Purge. And that's not exactly what I wanted, but at least now it gives me an opportunity to go into the Geo. No Tamer that I can play. God, my security's really bad. Maybe the Fire Rocket can come in clutch. Maybe. So hopefully he doesn't exactly have... He has the response. Okay. So he's going to discard a level 5. Oh, he's just going to Hell here? Sure, he could Hell. Draw 2, delete my Digimon. That doesn't matter. Because now I could just hard play Hawk and then set up an offense training. So, like, he's giving me the ability to respond better versus my level 5 just, or level 4 just sitting here. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to DNA this turn, but this isn't that bad. Like, it could be worse. He needs to only discard 1 card, but he's obviously going to want to discard more to set up his trash. Yeah, 2 just to ensure it kills my Digimon. That doesn't matter. I'm going to hold in Raising, so that way I can hard play Hawk and then play a offense training. I could take the Valk. Valk's not bad here. Or I could take the Harpy and Digivolve into Harpy just to be on the safe side, but if he plays another Hell, that's fine. So I think I do just take the Valk here. And then I just set up a offense training, and if he does not kill this Digimon... Ooh, Aquila is really good here. Okay. So if he doesn't kill my Digimon, then I'm basically off to the races. I don't have end of turn DNA, which is a problem. He's gonna put me to 1. So I could still make my big DNA play, right? Because... Oh no, Lynx costs... Well, I can make Lynx free. So I'm 1 memory shy on making my DNA play, which is unfortunate. So let's go ahead and end here. And I will have to set up another offense training, put him to 1. The hero's not bad. Maybe I should have just grabbed the Harpy the last time so I could take the hero this time. This is tough. I think I do just take the Harpy because I don't know if I have time to set up the hero. But I already have... Yeah, I think I do just take the Harpy because that way I can try to make more efficient lines of play. So I don't necessarily care if he kills this. It seems like he's going to try to kill it. He's going to set up his Kosuke. Yeah, which does give his Digimon blocker. I do know in security that I do have a Fire Rocket. So that at least could do something. So he's going to at least goad my Digimon. Oh, no. I was going to be like, he could at least goad my Digimon. But I think he's just going to try to go off here. If he goes off and doesn't kill me, do I just win? So he's discarding the AG. He doesn't have the ability to goad my Digimon, so I think I could just get a free kill on this. So he basically is stopping an Aquila play. Which is whatever. It doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and Digivolve you into Harpy first. For 2. Gain a memory. Aquila. I don't want to burst this other training in case I need to make something else happen. So now I just Sylph here. Kill his Digimon. Because I don't know what he was exactly expecting. And I also have the way to just literally bypass his defense. Oh, that's what he was expecting. So maybe I should have just lynxed. It can't leave except by... it can't leave except by deletion. Oh, it can't leave battle except by deleting. Okay. So I think I do swing just to see what happens. Because I could suspend. And then that does nothing. This does nothing. Yeah, so I should have lynxed. I totally forgot that he had the protection. But I could also easily just Valk this. Like, and get rid of it. Put him to 2 and Valk. So now he has nothing. It did force me to Valk, just because I should have used Lynx and I misplayed that. But this puts a lot of extra pressure on because I could swing into his security, and if I don't die, which there's a chance that I'm likely not to die, right? So there's already 1 Dorgoromon gone, so there's probably 5 megas left in the deck. So you probably are going to take the Hell, right? Can you take the Hell? I think you can. Yeah. Oh, no, he's taking the level 4. Okay. So I do have Partition. in case he does try to do anything. So let's, nope. Digivolve into Hawk in the back. Swing into security. Throw all these abilities away. Gain another security. Wisdom training, that's not good. And then I think I set up a Yoli. Like, it is giving him a lot of memory, but I need the ability to respond in case he's unable to actually kill me. It is gonna suck if he ends up deleting the Yoli, though, but he would end up deleting whatever, regardless. So I think if he is trying to make the big Fen play, which it seems like his deck is primarily still based on that, then this is probably still the smart play. Because I will be able to use Analog to take away a memory if he tries to do anything to the Valk, and then I could reset. Because I still have a DNA, and I still have an armor. So I'm just literally missing a level 4 to be able to redo everything. So he does have an AG in Trash, so he will be able to gain the memory. He will be able to goad my Digimon. I mean, he might as well just swing and kill it. He doesn't have piercing or anything. But yeah, he's going to try to go off this turn. And I do, like I said, have Fire Rocket in security, so I still might be able to have my security just save my butt. Because his Digimon does have blocker. So he goaded my Digimon into attacking. Or, no, he's probably going to leave it up and then have me... No, but that's bad, because I could just on-attack suspend. Oh, no, he's just going to de-Digivolve. So he at least is going to need to de-Digivolve by, like, 2. Oh, so he's just going to de-Digivolve 3. Okay. And then Overflow, got him as 2. Tyranno. So he's not set up yet. He's still looking for stuff. Because otherwise they're... Yeah, no, so he actually had to make that play because I had lethal on field. Because I would be goaded into attacking, I would suspend his Digimon, and then Hawkmon would be able to swing for the game. So he discarded... What? Why did he discard his Mega Level Digimon? Isn't that what he's looking for? Okay, so do I actually have the ability to do what I need to? I think I do. So I raise you out. I use you. I play out Hawkmon. Hawkmon sees Hawkmon. Gain a memory. So then I could Digivolve this Hawkmon and this gains me a memory again. So Digivolve you into Lynxmon. Gain a memory. Minus 3000 DP. Do not use. Digivolve for 2. Delete a 3k or less. There is none. Do not use. DNA. now I use to DP reduce you, use you to grab partition, and then give you -4. And then when I swing, I could suspend. Oh, he just quits because, yeah, he knows I would just be able to kill his Digimon. So, yeah, there's just a couple of examples on how the deck is able to function. So if you're actually curious about the deck itself, this is kind of just where I ended up settling. There's some moments where I'm thinking maybe Digimon Emperor could be literally any of the other tamers or just more of the options. But for the most part, it is just a cute and cheeky deck. It's just trying to take advantage of the fact that Hawkmon can use Magnamon X Antibody. And Magnamon X Antibody plus Valkyrie is insanely powerful. And I do have really good removal with Sylphimon, and I have good removal with Aquilamon and Lynxmon as well. The Geo Greymon definitely is nice to be able to try to help play out my Tamer out of security since it's already in colors. It doesn't necessarily have the best of synergy, but it's not the worst card either, especially since it is just a Tech 1. And because Chimera can really fill in the gaps in a lot of some of like the weaknesses in terms of getting my inheritables to be where they need to be for having specific effects to either make Magnamon X as useful as possible or just maintaining partition with already used up Sylphimons. It kind of goes to show that like there's a lot that's going on in this deck to be able to function. It is really nice to be able to bypass the opponent's blockers ordinarily just by having literally a whole bunch of Aquilamon and Hawkmon in my inheritables, and the fact that Chimeramon allows me to have more just, again, ups the overall aggression of the deck, and we do have lots of really good DP minusing. We have, like, the Dual Tamer that helps set up our DNA plays. I do like Hero because when I was testing this deck initially, the one big flaw with the deck was the fact that I wasn't necessarily working with the highest DP numbers, and I was playing with a different egg to try to gain more DP, but if I literally use anything but Poramon, it does make this Hawkmon worse. So there's just a lot of low-level removal in case the opponent is swarming, but Hero helps with the fact that I can hit specific DP numbers, which is really, really nice. The memory setting is definitely a huge boost, so I definitely like his inclusion into the build. And one of the funny plays is the fact that we do have Aquilamon to be able to kind of do what XVmon was doing all the way back in EX1, where it is just a DNA fodder and it has jamming, so it's just an easy swing target to be able to get a free check before I DNA. And I do have like links, and I do have like other armor forms to be able to do something similar. Ideally, we don't want to trigger Armor Purge, but we still have like Lynxmon to be able to have some really good control. Even though he is a little bit more on the expensive side, it's still in color, which is what I was primarily looking at, which is why the Geo Greymon's fine. And the fact that he's an Armor Purge, or on armor form, also helps with seeing armor forms for Magnamon X, which again, if we don't have an armor form and we are trying to line up the Magnamon X, Chimeramon can help grab one from the trash to enable our plays to, well, be plays. So that's just kind of what the deck is doing in a nutshell. Analog Youth might seem kind of out of place, but he's just a searcher that's 2. I really don't know what else to say. Sure, you could think about running more trainings, but there's moments where he actually does come in handy when the opponent is deleting our Digimon, and we could use the ability to gain a memory, hatch an egg, set up our trash. Ordinarily, the Hawkmon side that is including Gatomon actually can use its trash a little bit better because it could use the Gatomon to grab whatever is thrown out, but we could kind of do the same type of thing with Chimeramon. So if we like trashed a Sylphimon, then we could still use Chimeramon to grab Sylphie and keep that partition. So that's kind of just everything that's going on in the deck. It is more so focused on just trying to use Valk, Magna, Sylphie, and Chimeramon, and everything else kind of just seems to fall into place based on colors, effects, and traits and abilities that we're playing with. It is nice having the Fire Rockets to be able to push more damage, because Fire Rocket plus Harpymon is pretty good. in case I'm actually able to get the 2 checks, then I get both, I get to trigger the effect multiple times, which is nice, and then obviously Fire Rocket and Aquilomon is really good at presenting early game damage. Fire Rocket plus Magnamon X is also pretty good at just helping threaten damage. Fire Rocket in Chimeramon, again, same type of thing. So you can kind of see just how everything is lining up and coming into play, and I hope you found this video to be kind of interesting on what this type of a deck is doing and kind of just how to play it. It does have some bad hands, as we kind of already saw, but when it goes off, it's still a very efficient and powerful deck just because our top end is just that strong. It's able to deal with most things that are in the game, which is the whole point that I was trying to highlight on building the Hawkmon deck the way that I built it. So thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.